Beautiful. Welcome, everyone. We're just going Facebook Live. Oh, and I lost my progress. I need to write a description before I can post on Facebook Live, and we'll begin. Beautiful. Great. Welcome, everyone, to the rebirth of the divine feminine. I'm so glad you could join us and maybe watch this recording in the future. And everything is perfect and perfect timing. So whenever you're watching this is when it will be significant to you, and also you will still be adding to the energy of this transformation, this intention of our time together. And I'm just learning to do these Facebook Lives through Zoom. I'm Kai Neptune, and most of you know me, but I am a life coach, business coach, and I've been studying transformation and reawakening the divine spark within all of us. And this time, there's there's great change on earth at this time, and we're all riding the wave. And so I wanted to create community, create spaces where we can come together, learn together, expand together. And there's so much healing that can happen when we do this. And so, rebirth of the divine feminine. All right, here's the agenda. Welcome. You were meant to be here. Everything, there is no coincidence. So you listening to this now is sacred divine timing. Welcome. So what is divine feminine? I was taught that the feminine action is of being, and the masculine action is doing. And so in our lives, we need a balance of these two energies of being and doing. And when we're out of balance, when we do too much, we get sick, or our body tells us, oh, that's too much, slow down. Because the being is as important as the doing. And in being, there's a lot that can be organized, energetically put together. So the doing becomes more effortless and easeful. And so as we lean into following our bliss and creating a life we love, that's part of my direction in my coaching, is you follow your bliss and lean into what would a life that you love look like. And so balance is a big part of this. And the divine feminine, we are a microcosm of the macro. So what is happening within ourselves, our world, is often reflected or mirrored happening for the whole world, for the whole earth. And so as we shift ourselves, we shift the world. As we heal ourselves, we create space for the world to heal. And so that's what today is about, to heal the divine, the feminine, and welcome the rebirth of this knowing, of this balancing. All right. Let's see. If you have any questions, you can type them in Facebook or in the chat. You're welcome to interact with us. I may not be able, I'm a one-woman show supporting this right now, so I may not get to your questions right away, but I will do my best. And you can comment, like, subscribe as you wish. Would be lovely to have your support. Yes, and so it's time to heal the past, forgive and create peace. And so, let's see. There are energy processes where we can heal the past. And so when we have hurt feelings or terrible wars, terrible situations happening in the world, we are all of that effect. And so creating healing there, bringing in forgiveness, infinite forgiveness to oneself and to others, infinite love for oneself and for others. It creates a lot more peace. And so, how can you heal the past? Well, there you have the memory of the past or the situation that is triggered within you. They could be dormant memories or current memories, but they kind of run a program in the background. And so as we bring conscious healing to those programs, we can better go for our goals. We can better create the life that we would really love. And healing the past creates space. So it's not saying that, war and atrocities in this life is hard. There are so many things that are challenging and heartbreaking that happen to us and in the world that we see on the news. And so healing doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean that thing that happened was okay, but it takes the emotional trigger out of it. So when you aren't emotionally triggered by that, and you're not holding that trigger in your body, then the memory of it becomes wisdom. You won't do it again. You will choose other things. Like that. That's how we forgive. And it's not saying that it was okay, but it is healing so that we can forgive ourselves, forgive others, and create more peace in our hearts and the world. Because then we can move past, move forward, move up, knowing what happened before and choosing something different now. As an extreme example, if we forgot the effects of the atomic bomb, then we may do it again, but we don't want to do it again. So remembering the tragedy of that, yet choosing other things, choosing peace, choosing to collaborate and come together instead of choosing war. So it's about world peace as well today. So I love this whole theory. We are quantum, multidimensional beings experiencing a singular reality. We are a spirit experiencing in physical. And so this is part of what I was speaking of earlier. The past and future is here and now. So from here and now, we can heal the past. From here and now, we heal forward and heal the future. And so the work that I want to do today is to take words that may trigger things from the past and we heal them, clear the energy, ground off the energy, and bring in what we want to see in the world. And this can affect our past, which is wild. And there's a quantum theory called the Mandela effect. And it's fascinating that we have different memories of different past situations. And so your memory may remember one, while another person's memory may remember a different outcome of a similar situation. Anyways, I encourage you to explore that more. It's fascinating. And so, transmuting and transforming. So we'll do some grounding. Let us take a deep breath and ground. You can visualize, and imagination is so powerful. You can visualize and release anything that isn't yours to hold on to right now. This is called grounding, and you connect to Mother Earth. The divine feminine is also part of Mother Earth. Mother Earth is the ultimate divine feminine, nurturing, nourishing, sustaining life upon her, even when her humans aren't very kind to her all the time at all. But we are bringing healing to her also at this time together. So, grounding. Imagine a golden cord or roots or an anchor going to the earth, and just tell your body that you're ready to release. And release anything that isn't yours to hold on to, anything you took on from someone else, anything. And it's so relaxing just to release and let go of things that aren't yours. Oh, very good. Take deep breaths and just imagine things falling off, slushing off, letting go, letting go, letting go. I do want to mention just briefly that we just had the spring equinox, and we're going to have a full moon lunar eclipse in Libra on Sunday. And so we're in a powerful time of transformation, transmutation, transmutation, transformation. So it's a great time, and the earth is supporting us in this transformation, releasing, 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 letting go, letting go, letting go. And once we let go, we want to fill up with things that we would love in the world, love in your life, the calling in, the future that you would choose. So you can visualize a golden sun. This is a golden sun of your higher self and your I am presence. And you can add things: joy, love, healing, transformation, and expansiveness, blossoming, community, feeling content, feeling fulfilled. And so we visualize, creating more abundance in your life also, creating prosperity, living from joy, creating a life you love, all these things in your golden sun. And now we bring that golden sun into our hearts, into our core, and we shine it brightly, filling up all the spaces where we let go. Beautiful. Just fill up in between every cell. This is just energy, so you can just imagine, and our imagination is powerful. So just let it fill you up with this golden light. And once you imagine it fills your full physical body, you can expand it into your aura, energy space around you, filling, healing, nourishing. In this moment, all is well. In this time together, all is well. Beautiful. Doesn't that feel wonderful? You are in your auric space of all of your divine higher self, divine I am presence energy. This is the most powerful space you can be in. So that's grounding. And clearing is like, clearing would be if anything gets triggered within you, like with negative thoughts, thinking about the news, anything that you heard or someone complained, all these things, they get triggered within you and you can clear them. You can do it by grounding. You can do it by deep exhalation, breathing, clearing it with the intention of clearing. And I also practice what's called the in, and they are hand movements. And it's like a prayer or meditation in motion with the intention. That is also clearing. So, for example, clearing water would be gratitude to water. On behalf of humanity, we thank you, divinities who govern water. Dear water, we thank you. And that is clearing. And then we bring love, healing with love, filling up with love. And that is also very powerful. Yes. Let's see, is there anything else I want to add to that? I think we'll just keep going. So, topics we are clearing today. We all have our I am presence, which is more connected to the superconscious of the universe. The superconscious of the universe knows all things and beyond our knowing, beyond it. So when we activate superconscious, we can say, please tag and treat the resistance and the feelings of these different topics. So, and there is an a prayer in motion to powerfully clear the intensity of different words. And so we're going to clear the anger of the divine feminine from historically to present. And this will clear the repercussions for the future. So, in doing this, you can, there is a beautiful een called the Divine Spark een, which is a prayer in motion to activate the divine spark in all humanity. And it's very grounding and clearing and harmonizing, neutralizing. So when you think of anger, it gets triggered in oneself, but also as we are doing the rebirth of divine feminine, it's healing all of that of divine feminine. Okay. I'm feeling it in my heart, and I hope this is a great experience for you of grounding off energies. Beautiful. So there's a divine spark in. I will show it to you. And I know it's a little screen, so I'm sorry there's no clearer way. But I will make a video to teach how to perform the divine spark in. And so we start. You can do the movements along with me, or just pray in your heart, may peace prevail on earth. The divine feminine is reawakening. May peace prevail on earth. The divine feminine is reawakening. May peace prevail on earth. The divine feminine is reawakening. And you can breathe deeply and feel the peace even with these topics in front of you. So, I'm going to speak them, all of them, and we'll hold the intention to clear and ground and bring love to these topics, to make space for greater rebirth of the divine feminine. All right. And the sun is coming out here. So I know that we are speaking and doing amazing things, because the natural phenomena like rainbows and rain and wind, and they're all here to guide us and show us that we're on the right path. All right. So anger, resentment, frustration, gender inequality and discrimination, violence, sexual harassment and violation, and any other frustrations, disempowerment situations, we are clearing now. Ooh, yes. I will do a divine spark in. Just breathe deeply with me. Begin. I'll do two more. Clearing all the resentment, anger, frustration, gender inequality and discrimination, violence, sexual harassment and violation, belittling, anything that suppresses the divine feminine. We will clear and transmute now. Third and final time. We are clearing and transmuting anger, resentment, frustration, gender inequality and discrimination, violence, sexual harassment and violation, belittling, being treated like property. Any of this discriminations, we are grounding, clearing, and uplifting into the light so that this doesn't have to happen again. Be cleared. Once again, the divine spark in for a bright future. Thank you. When we clear the past, the memory of it remains, but the triggers don't have any power anymore. What is left is wisdom. The treasure of our soul is memory or experience, not the emotional triggers. That's what we have in our physical bodies. But as we clear, transmute, and uplift, the memory remains and the triggers dissipate, disappear, clear, are gone. So you don't have to create your future life with those triggers anymore. You can create with more ease, more grace, more joy, more love, and attract more of that into your life. So we are clearing all resistance. Superconscious, please tag and treat. Clear all resistance that is ready to be cleared and healed today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful. And I invite you, wherever you are, to speak out loud with me. The past has vanished. I create the sacred future from my shining divine self. The divinity of humanity has reawakened. Great accomplishment. Great accomplishment. Great accomplishment. Aho. And so it is. So let's take a moment and visualize the world at peace, where we brought all of this healing into the divine feminine as it reawakens and rebirths in the world. See the girls, all the children, and all the women, the girls as babies, growing up as toddlers, as young children, older children, tweens, teens, young adults, older adults. Middle-aged, elder, wise women, sages, wise women, wisdom keepers, that they may find peace and strength in their path, that they may find love for themselves, forgiveness for themselves, that they may have healing throughout the ages, so that they choose healthy habits, they choose healthy directions, they choose empowering situations, and they have the wisdom of the past and bring it forward to the present. And let us breathe in silence for a minute. Visualizing, on behalf of humanity, visualizing the peace, love, serenity, sanctuary for all women, all girls and all women, and within all men and boys, that the divine feminine and the divine masculine be balanced within each one of us on earth. Let us choose the outcome of empowerment. Let us lead the way for all girls and women to see that they can create peace and love and joy and empowerment, financial independence in their life. It is so. Joju, accomplished. I hope that was a powerful little meditation for you, and I hope you can see how we can affect the world, even the past, and just know that now you are rebirthed into your divine feminine, and that the divine feminine and divine masculine within you is balanced. May it be so. And so it is. Okay. Now we have a beautiful gratitude for the wetlands ceremony today. I'm first going to perform the Een of gratitude for the wetlands. On behalf of humanity, we thank you, divinities who govern the wetlands. Dear wetlands, we thank you. And now, if you'd like to join me, and if you're watching this as a recording, you can pause it and go get your materials. So I would suggest getting some water and some fresh flowers and a sacred space so you can bring crystals to your space. And then if you have some sage or Palo Santo, we will first start by smudging and doing a purification with smoke. This is the indigenous way to clear. And if you have a beautiful little cloth, or you can create that as your sacred space. And I know you can't smell it, but I hope you can imagine. Do you see the beautiful smoke? It's getting, yes. So you smudge and clear yourself like this, and you can clear your little space. My puppy is leaving because it's too smoky for her. But she's been working with us. Our pets are real supporters of this kind of energetic work. So I will put my sage to the side. And so, gratitude for the wetlands. We set our intentions and put into motion these simple, sacred actions. So, I am indoors right now, but ideally you can be outside with your instructions. And I can put a link in the Facebook for printing out these instructions, and you can do this. This is a practice from naturerevolutionaries.com, and they are all celebrating and doing ceremony for gratitudes for the wetlands today on March 24th, 2024. And it's 24/24. Look at that. A great day for celebration and ceremony. And so, ideally, you would locate a quiet spot in nature for your gratitude ceremony. It could be in your yard, a forest, meadow, or a respectful distance from your wetlands. And wetlands can be a delicate ecosystem. Lovingly assemble your altar, including the small bowl of water or jar and flowers. Burn the herbs and cleanse yourself and the altar with the smoke. And we set our intentions. And during this time, we set our intentions that to express our gratitude that the wetlands of the world and of Mother Earth can be revitalized because the wetlands sustain life on Earth. Okay, let's take a deep breath, giving thanks to our ancestors and the land that we are on, giving thanks to the plants, animals, fungi, elementals, and all humans too. Breathing deeply. Creating sacred space here and now. Beyond quantumly, beyond all time and space, because you could be listening to this in the future, but it is still valuable. It is still sacred. It is still here and now for you. And so this is the most powerful moment you can be in. All right. So, offering our blessings. If you are outside, you can put your hands to the earth, and if you're not, you can still put your hands down and send your love to Mother Earth. And just imagine and pretend that your hands are in the earth. Breathe deeply into your heart center. When you exhale with love and gratitude, you can either stand or bring the water bowl to your heart, offering your blessing. So I will speak the first part, and then we can join as I have on the board. Repeat together 3 times. So this is the instruction part, and we can start together. You can read with me, and then there's a part that I didn't type out, and then at the end we can repeat that last part 3 times together. Okay? So, beloved wetlands, you are a sanctuary of Mother Earth, and I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you. From mountains to oceans, you sustain life. Your marshes, swamps, bogs, fens, and meandering waterways orchestrate a delicate dance with the elements. You are a vital source of purification, biodiversity, and a haven for countless species. Your harbor, the unnoticed. You harbor the unnoticed, housing a rich tapestry of aquatic life, diverse flora, and a symphony of birdsong, croaking frogs, and buzzing insects. You have silently witnessed the passage of time, interwoven into the fabric of our human histories and traditions. I recognize you and honor you. I thank you for your vital contributions to the web of life. Okay, let's repeat together 3 times. Wetlands, may you be cherished and protected. May your waters, plants, trees, soils, and creatures be kept pristine and nourished. May all humanity around our living earth recognize you and give gratitude for their wetlands. I send my profound love and appreciation to you. Second time. May you be cherished and protected. May your waters, plants, trees, soils, and creatures be kept pristine and nourished. May all humanity around our living earth recognize you and give gratitude for their wetlands. I send my profound love and appreciation to you. Third and final time. Wetlands, may you be cherished and protected. May your waters, plants, trees, soils, and creatures be kept pristine and nourished. May all humanity around our living earth recognize you and give gratitude for their wetlands. I send my profound love and appreciation to you. And as you hold your bowl of water, just send it gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And remember that water holds memory, just as in Frozen 2, the movie, speaks of water holding memory, that's actually true. And scientists have found that to be found proof that that is true. And so the water that you hold in your hands will hold these words and go forth into the wetlands. So after this ceremony, after today, I will go to the wetlands and release this water into the wetlands, as our prayers will then go and be one with the rivers and clean, purify, clean, uplift, and speak to the other water and cleanse and make it even more pristine, because this water is now imbued with our beautiful energy and love and intentions. And offer your bowl of water to the wetlands, giving the water to the earth under a tree or plant out. Plant away from foot traffic. Give this offering with your own words of gratitude to the wetlands, sustaining all life. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for taking this moment with me to send gratitude to the wetlands and bringing ceremony to the water. Beautiful. And here are some wetlands so you can visualize even from here, from the comfort of your home. Oh, so beautiful. Nature is so beautiful, sustaining us. 1 minute of gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very good. Okay, and next we'll have Morning Star, being in the perfect now. But before I call Morning Star on to this, to the next agenda for our mini summit. Here are the roses, just sharing with you some of nature, although the Zoom focus is a little funky. In any case, I will have another summit later. In April, I'm going to do a world peace ceremony. April 21st. Please put that in your calendars. I would love to see you on live in Facebook or YouTube, wherever I decide to figure it out next. And also you can sign up on Eventbrite and join us on Zoom. So welcome, welcome. And, bringing that world peace ceremony, we go through May Peace Be in Afghanistan, all the way to May Peace Be in Zimbabwe and beyond. And so it's a really precious time where we can send our love and energy to the world, and it really affects on a quantum level all the people of the world. So it's very beautiful, and I hope you can join us and experience it for yourself. And then in May, we're going to do a symphony of peace prayers in connection with the big event in Japan. And I've done this in person before COVID, and then I was just participating through Zoom with the main event in Japan. But we have satellite events that happen around the world on the same weekend. So that will also, oh, let me double check. That will be May 19th. That is yes. May 19th, 2024. Yes. So that will be Symphony of Peace prayers. Yes, so lots of wonderful things. And we'll have another World Healing Activation Summit in June. Yes. So I'll stay posted, and we would love your energy and agreement and collaboration in creating a more peaceful world for all of us. So thank you for your time and your energy. And I will be speaking to you again. But here we will have Morning Star, and it is time.
Am I visible?
I can't see your video, but I do hear you.
I don't know how to do this.
Oh, there we go. And then
You
I'll
can see
stop
me?
sharing. And then
Okay.
I'm going to pin you, so you will be the main person on the screen. All right. There you are, Morning Star.
Good
Thank you
morning.
so very
Good
much.
morning. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here and for offering your gifts to us. And take
Okay.
it away.
Let's dive in. We are here. We are now. And we are aware of it. And in that awareness, there is an experience. And it's very simple. As I speak with you, I have something happen that I have been told is a transmission. And what that means, I think, is that as I experience all that is, that I am able to radiate it out from myself in all directions. And those that sit in that space and receive that transmission have an experience of their own awareness. There is nowhere to go. There is nothing to do. In this here and now, all is experienced. In human time, it took me a long time to recognize this space and to realize that anytime I'm not experiencing it, I'm simply not paying attention. It's so simple. It can begin with your awareness of the atmosphere around you. And we're sitting in science because they have all kinds of instruments that can measure this field and tell us that it's real and that it's here. My hands don't feel it as real. I reach into it and I feel nothing, maybe a little breeze as I move through it, but I can't touch it. I can't smell it. If I smell something, it's in passing. It's a smell from the stove or the flowers or the rain. a cleaning chemical, whatever it might be. It's in passing. And in this moment, in this place with you, I am not aware of a smell. I am not aware of being able to touch anything around me. I cannot see it. I cannot hear it. Nevertheless, I am aware. And that's what makes it so fascinating is that as we become aware, as you bring your awareness here for the first time or from a long time habit, it doesn't really matter. It's kind of fun when it's the first time that you're really aware of it. But it's not the first time it's happened because from the moment you were conceived, the atmosphere has been part of you. It was part of your mother's body, and it was part of you coming into it when you were born, and you've lived within it all your life. And what we know is it is infinitely nurturing for us. I am almost 81 years old, having lived in this atmosphere my entire life. And if you have a chance to look outside, and then you look up and you see the sky, and you realize that that which looks like the sky out there is actually right here, right now. Because without it, I would be dead. It is that atmosphere that supports my life experience. And that's a good metaphor or a good analogy for your being. In the years that I have walked this path and had thoughts and feelings about it, it's been everything from I'm crazy to some destination. I want to get my mind to be silent. Good luck with that. I want to be at peace, whatever. And slowly, slowly, slowly over time, the awareness that the peace is right here, right now. Never gone, never lost, never separated from me, because I am this peace. I am this presence. I am that which enlivens this body and makes the personal experience possible. But it's not very peaceful to be identified with the personal experience. All the things that come and go, all the dramas, all the upsets, all the desires, all the I like it and I don't like it, all the stuff that goes with having a human experience and gets in the way. Because when it's really intense, I can't even be aware of myself. But interestingly enough, whether I was aware or not, myself is always here. Myself is aware of the turmoil. Myself is aware of the drama that the personality is choosing, or the joy, or whatever. Yes. And so there I am in the middle of it all. And then there I am, not in the middle of it all. Here I am. And what happens is you just keep practicing. You just keep practicing. From the moment that you become aware, or you became aware, it's already been happening for you, that this that there is no destination, there is no quiet mind, there is no peace, there is nothing to accomplish or find or get in touch with. That infinite peace and presence is always here and always now. And it is the awareness of that that is our whole experience. So here we are. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. And when there is somewhere to go, my friend will arrive. She will give me a ride home. I will get in the car. We will have conversation. Maybe we'll get lunch. We'll have an experience. And either I will be aware of it from here, or I will identify with it. And the more I identify with the person getting the ride and having the lunch and having the conversation, the more I identify with that, the more likely it is that it will become invisible to me, this. So as you dance that dance, you slowly and steadily become aware that it's always here. Many years ago, I saw a movie, What the Bleep Do We Know? And one of the presenters said, with great humor and authenticity, there is no out there out there. And somewhere in me resonated with that. Somewhere in me got it. Oh, okay. And then the words that came from divine guidance many, many years ago, nowhere to go, nothing to do. And being, all is accomplished. So we are together here now. Whenever you are here, I am also here. And the specific now of it doesn't matter, because we are always here and always now. And the more we're thinking, worrying, doing that stuff, the more we're likely to forget that. There's a lot of peace in knowing that it's always here. Always. My physical body will not always be here. And when I no longer have a physical body, my awareness will know that body is not here now. I will be back in the full awareness without a body for the moment, whatever that looks like. Busy practicing being in the body here and now. Remembering always that this is real. And as one of my teachers says, this is permanent. This is unchanging. This is always. Always here. Breathing. Feeling. Feeling what it feels like to be aware of this experience. And that it is from the awareness that the statements about self come. And so we breathe. And we are present. And let yourself notice while you are here now that there are so many things you cannot find. So much of our thinking is the processing of a problem. And in our awareness, we are aware of processing the problem. So the problems come and go. If you had an upset this morning, it's easy to remember it. If you had an upset yesterday, some of them you remember quite clearly, and in fact could witness yourself choosing upset again about that one. But that which is witnessing you choosing is not experiencing an upset. And so if an upset begins to be aroused, there is the opportunity and the awareness that, oh, the upset is being observed by that which is peaceful, that which is joyful, that which is always at ease, that which is aware of what I like and aware of what I don't like, but undisturbed. And breathing. And experiencing spacious, joyful, comfortable ease, the peace, the infinite presence of our infinite being. So it's a bit of a relief to not have to get my mind to be quiet, to be able to allow my mind to just do what my mind does. Thinking, 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 waiting, looking, wanting, thinking, figuring it out, looking to the future, thinking about the past, coming and going, coming and going in the presence of all that is. It's a compliment, a complimentary thing, so to speak, because there's nothing wrong with anything ever. For all that our mind likes to tell us that there isn't. The mind says terrible things are happening. And the mind is right that what we think of as terrible things are happening. But this is a game changer. This is an opportunity for the world to reboot, so to speak. I really can't quite wrap my mind around what that might be, because to function within the mind, there has to be a concept, there has to be something, there has to be the awareness that when the egg and the sperm came together, that without spirit, without soul, without presence, they would have just slipped away and there would have been no me as I think of me. So when I had that awareness that 81 years ago, my mother and father connected, and the egg and the sperm connected, and what made this whole life possible was the infusion by spirit of presence. And that is always here and always now. Currently wearing this body, but someday not wearing this body, and at the same time, that presence will never die. It is not born, it does not die. It is unchanging. And there is the illusion of change. When I sit here and I look at my face on this computer screen, and I imagine the air outside me and the sky and so on, there is a visual that comes into my mind that what we see looking into each other's eyes right now, but that as it goes further and further out and becomes more and more, in a sense, visible, that up high in the sky we will see blue. It's the same atmosphere that's here. But given distance, it looks blue, but given closeness, it looks invisible. So there will always be an experience from the moment of conception. There has been an opportunity for human experience, for the being connected to the body to have an experience. The weakness is I am hungry, I am sad, I am angry, my mother didn't love me, this didn't happen, that, this, I want, I don't want, I have, I don't have, all that stuff, that experience of everything. And intrinsic in that appears to be a belief that there is a right and a wrong. We use words like loser to indicate a human being who's having a wrong. We use words, missed opportunities. We use all kinds of words to define that which is in terms of like and dislike, good and bad, right and wrong. I grew up in teaching, and so I worked with kids for a long, long time in this lifetime. And one of my objectives was to help them get a high school diploma, because the right thing to have was a high school diploma. People without one have had great lives, and people with them have not. So we have all those beliefs, we have all those attitudes, we have all those ideas, and there are the grifts for the mill of life. And then here we are, just in this moment. just in its here. My particular here is quiet. I am alone. There is no dog, no cat, no fish, no child. It's my daughter's house. There's no daughter in the moment. She's at work. So my particular now is a very quiet physical experience. At other stages of my life, if I'd been trying to have this experience, there would have been family members coming and going and people needing things from me and pets wanting to be petted and all kinds of things happening around me. And then my challenge would be, can I be present, peaceful, in the noisy chaos of life? And it's easier to lead this meditation in a quiet space. It's easier to find my way into the peace, to find my way into the peace, to be here now. It's easier when it's quiet. But in one of Ram Dass's books, he wrote that we don't meditate so that the noisy world will get quiet. We meditate so that we can get quiet in a noisy world. And we are quiet now. Even if you're sitting in this meditation and there's something going on around you, you can find the quiet. You can allow it to be what it is. You can be present. Really. Resting in the now. Resting in the awareness. Feel yourself present. Feel yourself. You can move. You can talk. You can wash the dishes, sweep the floor, drive the car. In being. You can be present in the now. In a noisy now or a quiet now. In a busy now or a slow now. What you notice as you breathe. What you notice is that you are present no matter what's going on around you. You might speak more slowly if you are speaking from awareness. You might breathe more deeply if you are breathing from awareness. You will find yourself remarkably peaceful in moments of conflict from a spirit of awareness. Even if you dive in and identify with the upset, identify with whatever it is, and therefore I am scared, I am sad, I am happy, I am angry, I am. Even if you do that, you'll find that as you slip into it and out of it, that they are different experiences, that you are fully present and fully functional in awareness. And sometimes I actually feel like I'm more present and more functional in awareness than when I'm busy with my mind trying to figure things out. But I didn't come, at least as far as I know, I didn't come to be a avatar of perfection. I came to be in the middle of a human experience. I came to have moments when I think that's who I am. And I came to have moments like this when I know who I really am. When I feel the timeless, wise, peaceful presence, even as I'm having thoughts, even as I'm having feelings, even as I'm being invited to do something I don't really want to do, or giving an opportunity to do something I really do want to do, even in the middle of all of that. There is this unchanging, always aware, never gone, never not here. And I know that's true because I am alive. My body is functioning. And without the atmosphere around me that is invisible and can't be touched and can't be felt, without that, this body is instantly dead. And in the same way, without spirit, the moment spirit is not connected to my physical body, is dead. But I never die. That's the fun part. I think the mind fears a little bit the thought of dying. But I'm not sure about that. And Proof of Heaven, the neuroscientist who wrote that book, who had an amazing near-death experience, and who was able, because he knew the brain so well, to tell us that the disease that he had in that moment had stopped his brain from being able to do the things that the brain was doing in order for him to bring the memories back of his experience. So that leaves me with the big question, well, how does, if the brain is part of the body and the brain is dead, not functioning anymore as a being or a presence, how can there be awareness without the words that the mind presents? I haven't got an answer to that. I don't know. But I kind of can say to my mind, maybe it's not so scary as you think it is. maybe you'll still be part of the energy field, even though you won't be exactly the way you are now. I don't know. What I do know is this feels good. This feels right. In some difficult to describe way, this feels real in a way that all of the human concerns and human experiences that seem so real don't feel this kind of real. So just let yourself stay here with me right now. We've got about an hour, most of which is already gone. An hour to be in awareness together. It could be the best hour of this day. It could be the jumping off point for the most amazing day. But there is no other now. And so not just because we're leading this meditation on this uh, experience of the divine feminine, but also because that's what is. When we are in the allness and we connect to that sperm and egg to make a human experience that we're going to be a part of, it's our intention to have a human experience, to find out what it is to be human. That's what we came to do. And we got ourselves a body to do it with. Well, we didn't come with an agenda. We didn't come to the house to reach a certain age, to have a certain amount of money, to marry, to have children, to not marry, to not have children. We didn't come with a mandate. We came in the open-ended possibility of a human experience. This little being will manifest in a physical body, and she did. And she's continued to have a physical experience in a human body for all these years while believing that there was a right life, a right way to do it, while believing that she needed to get it right. She struggled to do that. And now she looks back and goes, oh, it was all right. Everything was perfect just the way it was. Everything got me to this point in my life with this level of awareness, where the rest of this human experience will be fascinating from the point of view of what if I don't have any more criteria or ways it should be? What if I'm just on for the ride? Some people go to an amusement park with a list of rides they're going to ride and the way they think it's going to be. Other people just go and have the experience. And they wander from ride to ride and they do the things they do. And on my guidance would say to me, most humans don't go to the amusement park and ride the merry-go-round. You all seem to want the merry-go-round experience. I'm always happy. I always have what I want. Everything's smooth. Everything's easy. Around and around and around it goes. And you go with it while you're on the merry-go-round. But actually, humans don't really want that experience because most humans don't come to the amusement park and get on the merry-go-round and stay there. They want to go up and down and crashing and booming and all that stuff. They want that. So if you look at your life and say, oh, this is my amusement park. It's full of ups and downs. It's full of things I like and full of things I don't like. And the only way I'm going to see the whole picture is maybe towards the end, I'll look at it on a big canvas and go, oh, that's what that was about. Those experiences that I didn't like. And there were some. In my very, very early childhood, there were some experiences I did not like. And they shaped my psyche in a certain way. And I came up into my late teens and I was having another experience shaped by the earlier experiences. And what I realized is that all those experiences had not happened, I probably never would have had the sexual experience that gave me the daughter that is an amazing gift to me. So everything was perfect just as it was, even when I told myself it wasn't. And then I'm sitting in my 70s and I'm looking at that and I'm going, yeah. So those were bad things. I didn't like them. They were not good. But if they were bad and they shouldn't have happened, and you could go in morning style and take them out of your life, and the direct result would be you would have no Kathy. Would you do that? And when they asked me that question, of course, I said no. I would endure anything that I endured if it means I get to have her in my life. So that kind of crashed and burned the whole concept within me that there were right and wrong and good and bad and things that should have happened and things that shouldn't have happened. And I've come to see it was a tapestry. The tapestry began around conception, maybe before, I don't really know, but I always picture it began with conception, continued through pregnancy and into birth and into the life that I've had for the last 81 years that brought me here and now with you. And if any of those experiences, getting rid of them, having them not have happened, would take this away, I wouldn't do it. If any suffering or any pain or any sadness or any wound or anything would get in the way of us right now, I wouldn't do it. If that's what it took to get me here, I'm glad. I welcome. It's perfect. And the peace that goes with having a life where I no longer criticize or judge my past experiences and myself as a participant is just really amazing. Very, very peaceful. Very, very easy. And actually painless. Because all of my pain is connected to the should and shouldn't of it all. So just let yourself go deeper in. Maybe ask yourself, is there anything that I could welcome now, knowing this? And if there is, great. If there isn't, that's great too. Your life is perfect just as it is. My life is perfect just as it is. We come together in this moment to share this field of energy. And that is perfect just as it is. And there is nothing that my being is doing in order to be present with you today. Presence is simple as that. Feel it, be it, integrated into your life. Allow yourself moments every day when you just are and you just know everything is perfect just as it is. Not the only way to get where you are, because others have gotten there with different experiences. It's one way, it's the way you chose, it's the way you orchestrated, and it's perfect for you. Just love it and be with it. And bring your awareness fully into this room, fully into this experience. And we'll come back together with Kai. And you'll continue with the next magic moments. And perhaps you'll take this field with you for the rest of this day and be in the magnificence of all that you are and be peaceful with it. And if you catch yourself on the roller coaster, just notice, oh, I got distracted. I began to identify myself with this situation, and I can always choose come back to this or have that. It's always a valid choice. There's no rules. Just bring yourself in and let's dive back into our summit.
Diving back into our summit. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Morning Star.
You're welcome.
And I want to share that we're going to do at least once a month meditation with Morning Star, probably with a bonus extra Q&A in the monthly. We'll figure it out, but we're going to have fun with it and invite you to join us. So send me a direct message if you're interested, and we'll put you on the list. And we'll get it going. Probably the first time will be next week on Friday, on the
Next
20th.
Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
Alternate Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we said. Let's do it.
Yep.
It'll be fun.
29th, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we'll explore more healing and beingness together.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Just say yes.
Just say yes.
Now and always. Yes to life.
Mm. Beautiful. Thank you, Morning Star.
You're welcome.
And we're going to go to...
There she is. Okay.
Yes. And I'll mute you. Oh, yes. And pin. Rachel Elian Bard.
Baird.
Welcome.
Baird.
Baird. I'm sorry. Rachel Elian Baird.
Hi.
Hello. Thank you
Hello,
so much
everyone.
for being here. Thank you
Happy to
for
be here
leading
today.
this segment.
So before we start with Green Tara, I would love to take a few minutes to talk about the Commission on the Status of Women, and to thank Kai, and to specifically thank Yutaka Yamada of Ataru, Japan. I received this in the mail. Oops.
Ooh, ooh. Oh, where is it? There it is.
This says, "May you be happy." And it's a prayer wheel, infinite love, infinite earth. May peace prevail on earth. And Yutaka had made this one. I kept this one on my altar during my time at the United Nations, and felt the heart of Yutaka and the mandala flowing into the room, into me, and then I took it to the UN. where I gave out, I had a little packet of these and I gave them to various people. So everyone wanted to express their gratitude. It was a very interesting experience to be on the ground there with a lot of women, a lot of light. And the message from the Secretary General was that we should push back against the pushback and that take no prisoners. As a peace generator, I just thought, oh my, even though he's an ally, that is a message that is diametrically opposed to what the feminine and beingness is about. And I heard over and over again in different events women saying that we're done trying to make room at a table that was not made for us, that we're making our own table, and that it's a round table, and that it's an inclusive table and it's made of love. And that's the real revolution. So that's the message I bring from the Commission on the Status of Women. I kept thinking of, as Morningstar was talking, I kept thinking of quantum physics and particle or wave, beingness or motion. And when we get together in groups and energy swirling and there's all this wave, having the beingness inside of the wave was an amazing experience. So yeah, so thank you for letting me share that with you. You can probably hear in my voice also that I've been to New York. So I am going to hold light in my voice as we do this practice today. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about, some of you may know about Green Tara. And if you'd like to know more about this practice after today, you can go to Tara Mandala, which is a center ran by, oh my gosh, I forgot her name, Lama Sultram, female Lama. And Tara Mandala is dedicated to the goddess Tara and her 21 aspects. And there is a course coming up starting in April with Geshe Lopen Chandra Easton that I had the wonderful experience of attending last time she taught it, and I'm going to be attending it again. And this is where this practice comes from. So Green Tara is the queen of all the Taras. Tara, like Buddha, was a human. She was the daughter of a physician, and she came to Earth to embody the feminine divine principle. So I thought it would be lovely to share her practice with you today. So Tara practice is part of, in Tibetan Buddhism, deity practice, which means we invite the goddess inside our bodies. And I find what that does is it vibrates what Morningstar was talking about, which is our divine selves, our expanded self, where that part of us that is always in beingness and is always there. But we also get that overlay of Tara herself, how she walked on the earth and reached enlightenment as a human being, was able to completely merge her physical self with her spiritual self. And so she offers that to us. And Green Tara is also known as Tara of the teak forest, who protects from all fears. And she teaches about the importance of compassion in action and the preservation of our natural world, which goes back to our gratitude for the wetlands today. So I hope that these teachings on this aspect of the divine feminine, Mother Tara, may be a benefit to you and all beings. Interestingly, I looked up the acacia because she's also known as the Tara of the acacia, and she has her own pure land or heaven, and it is known as Tara's pure lands, or the acacia forest. And physically on Earth, acacia, I'm not going to pronounce it, Nilotica, is used as an antimicrobial, and it treats human immunodeficiencies, viruses, hepatitis C, cancer, and other diseases. It's very, very healing plant. So I wanted to also honor the plant that is associated with Tara. So in Tibetan, the Tara that we're going to bring in today is known as Droma Sandanag. And in Sanskrit, it's Tara Kadiravani, and it means Tara, she who liberates. Tara means star in Sanskrit. And Sendang or Kadira is acacia. So it's she of the acacia forest. So her enlightened activities are, again, protecting us from danger and fear. She's peaceful and blue-green like an emerald. She's from the Karma family, the northern dimension of the mandala, and she's connected to the element of the wind. So she's accessible and responsive, and she's ever moving. So I could go on about all of her aspects and how she heals us, but her superpower is to liberate us from ignorance, which is the root of struggle and grasping, and to liberate us from dangers. And her chant that we're going to be chanting today, Om Tare Tutare Ture Danatraya Svaha, means Om Tara, please come swiftly, O Tara, bestow the threefold gifts. May it be so. And the threefold gifts are the refuge of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. The protection symbolized by her left hand mudra, which I'll be teaching you. And the other thing that Tara brings is that awareness in us. So again, speaking to what Morningstar was speaking to, that awareness in us that everything is already as it needs to be, that we don't need to fear anything or struggle because it's already done. It already is. We're already being. We're immortal. There's nothing to do, right? Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. And after, oh, I'm disabled, so you need to make me co-host.
Okay.
And after this practice, we're going to go into a journey with Tara. So I'll instruct you as we get there, but I just wanted you to make sure that you're comfortable. For the practice, it's best if you're seated in a tall seat. And when we do the journey, you can then, you can stay seated or lay down, whichever you prefer. Let me share the practice. And you're welcome to follow along, but you can also just close your eyes and image and intention. So here's a picture. Let me reduce that. Can you see that? Kai, can you see this image?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great. I'm going to try to make this bigger so that you don't see my desktop behind it. Okay. So this is Tara, Droma Sandang Nag, Green Tara, and you'll see here, this is the wheel, right? This is like the wheel, the Dharmic wheel, and it spins rainbow light. She also spins rainbow light out of the palm of her hand chakra. So I'll be talking about that. And also see how her feet are positioned. As we bring in Tara, you'll extend your right leg out a little bit. So her right leg is stepping down into earth to help us, and her left foot is close to her body, symbolizing beingness. So this is how you would say in Sanskrit, Tara Kadiravani, Tara of the acacia forest. All right. Okay, now I'm going to try to bring up so you can see me. Kai, can you pin me? Because I'm seeing you.
Oh, you are pinned.
Okay.
I
don't
feel
see.
like we could both
Do you
see
have it
see
on
both of
speaker?
us.
Okay. I only see you. Huh.
Hmm.
Interesting. Let me see if I can.
How about now?
There. Okay. All right, so we're going to begin with the 9 purification breaths. So you sit really tall, you reach up, Breathe in deep, and then you tuck this is a mudra, you tuck your thumb in against your palm and then roll your fingers, and you're going to just position your hands right at the crease of the hips, sitting really tall. All right. We're going to start to breathe in rainbow light. So just allow rainbow light to flood into your body. And you're going to take your left hand and you're going to circle your finger and then press your left nostril closed and breathe out. And you want to breathe out from your toes all the way out your nose. Releasing anything that you need to release. Let's see if I can't change my background now. Sorry. And then make a circle with your right hand. And then right nostril. Breathing out through the left nostril. 9 purification breaths. Again, breathing deep, rainbow light all the way in from the crown, all the way to the feet, circling the left hand, and then place the left index finger on the left nostril, closing it off. Breathing smoke out of the right nostril. You continue to do this until your awareness is that the energy is clear. Circling. Again, breathing rainbow light. Circling. And tucking it back in the crease of the hips. Circling, breathing in rainbow light. Closing out the right nostril, breathing out the left. A few more times. Breathing in rainbow light from the crown all the way to the tips of the toes. Circling. Closing off the left nostril, breathing out the right. And the tips of the toes all the way out. This brings it up the main channel, the nadi. And then circling. Now taking one deep breath in, and then we do Durga, where we separate our breath in 3 sections as we exhale to the heart, to the belly, and then all the way to the bowl of the perennial floor. Just clearing the central channel. Okay, now close your eyes and just image in front of you that from luminous empty space, Tara Sundang Nag appears in the space above and slightly in front of you. And just image her. She's green, sacred green Tara. She's peaceful, emerald green in color. And she's seated on a moon disk atop a lotus flower. And she's surrounded behind her and above her by numerous wisdom beings, Janitsattvas. She and all the wisdom beings appear radiant, yet empty like rainbows in the sky. Her left hand is in the 3 jewels mudra at her heart, and she holds the stem of the Utpala blue lotus that rests above her left shoulder. And above the lotus is the 8-spoked wheel of Dharma, spinning turbulent rainbow light. And her right hand is placed on her right knee, palm up, open in the mudra of supreme generosity. With her limitless compassion, she protects beings from adverse circumstances and the 8 great dangers, each of which has an inner and outer aspect. The elephant of ignorance, the fire of anger, the lion of arrogant pride, the water of clinging, the snake of jealousy, the thief of false views, the demons of doubt, and the imprisonment of greed. Now we're going to recite the refuge and bodhicitta prayer, and I'll recite it, and you're welcome to recite along, or you can have your eyes closed, or you can also turn, as Tara often turns her face to the side. You can look out a window at nature. I'll repeat this 3 times. Palm pressed to heart. Namo, noble Tara, you who liberates beings from fear and suffering, are the essence of all refuges, I take refuge in your vast loving compassion. In order to place all mother sentient beings in the state of enlightenment, I generate the twofold bodhicitta of aspiration and application. Namo, noble Tara, you who liberates beings from fear and suffering are the essence of all refuges. I take refuge in your vast, loving compassion. In order to place all mother sentient beings in the state of enlightenment, I generate the twofold bodhicitta of aspiration and application. Namo, noble Tara, you who liberates beings from fear and suffering are the essence of all refuges. I take refuge in your vast loving compassion. In order to place all mother sentient beings in a state of enlightenment, I generate the twofold bodhicitta of aspiration and application. So next we're going to begin to embody Tara. And with the first Tom, Tom is the seed syllable at which we call Tara. So she's floating in front of you, green divine light. And with the first Tom, manifest yourself as Tara. Invite her into your body. Tara, Sundang Nag, emerald green in color, peaceful and luminous. You are now seated on a full moon disk upon an emerald green lotus flower. Your right leg is extended slightly, stepping down to help all beings in samsara. And your left leg is close to your body, symbolizing resting in nirvana. Your left hand is in the 3 jewels mudra, where you touch your middle fingertip to your thumb tip. And this is rested at your heart. You're holding the stem of the Utpala, the blue lotus flower, which rests above your left shoulder. And upon the lotus is the 8-spoked wheel of Dharma, emitting turbulent light rays in all directions, rainbow light. And your right hand is resting on your right knee with an open, upward-facing palm in the mudra of supreme generosity. In your heart chakra is the emerald green seed syllable, Tam, which sits atop a moon disk with a sphere of emerald green colored light. Tam. And now with the second sounding of Tam, as Tara Sundang Nag, imagine you are sending rainbow light from the emerald green Tam at your heart, making offerings to all the Taras and wisdom beings in the space above you. Tam. And now you will begin to fully embody Tara as the wisdom beings with the third sounding of the Tam send rainbow wisdom light back to you, blessing and empowering you. You become fully activated as the luminous emerald green Tara Sundang Nag. Tam. And as you recite the mantra, it circles counterclockwise around the Tam in your heart. The mantra stands vertically around the edge of the moon disk and faces outward to the world. The Tam and the mantra at your heart emanate rainbow light in all directions. This light and the turbulent wisdom light emanating from the Dharma wheel frees beings from adverse circumstances and the 8 great fears. And through the rays of wisdom light, see all beings become free from suffering as they awaken to their true nature. The light and sound of the mantra are expressions of Tara's love and compassion for all beings without exception. So now repeat after me. Om Tare Tutare Ture Danatraya Svaha. Om Tare Tutare Ture Danatraya Svaha. Om Tara Tutare Ture Danatraya Svaha. Om Tare Tutare Ture Danatraya Svaha. Om Tare Tutare Ture Danatraya Svaha. Om Tare Tutare Ture Danatraya Svaha. Om Dare Dutare 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 Ture Danatraya Svaha. So now recite the mantra like the buzzing of bees softly on your breath. Om Dare Dutare Ture Danatraya Svaha. 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 Feel yourself as Green Tara and imagine yourself in her emerald acacia forest, turquoise pure land surrounded by verdant nature. Feel this all-accomplishing wisdom manifesting through the entire universe. Om Dali Tutare Ture Danatraya Svaha. 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 The flash of bliss and blessing of Tara. All the dangers and fear dissolve. All beings flourished. All beings everywhere become Taras in rainbow colors, achieving their true nature in this instant. Swift like the wind, everything is already done. Om Dali Tutare Ture Danatraya Svaha. 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 Dali Tutare Ture Danatraya Svaha. Om 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 Dali Om Tali Tutare Tare Dana Traya Svaha. And now imagine the entire universe and all the inhabits dissolve into blissful light. And that light dissolves into you as green Tara. Then you dissolve into light, pure light from the crown of your head and the soles of your feet, converging at the heart center, dissolving to the emerald green sphere containing the moon disk, mantra, and seed syllable. Then the sphere and all its contents dissolve into the tom. And finally, the tom dissolves from the base to the top, which dissolves into luminous emptiness. Just rest in spacious awareness as long as you like, free of fabrications, free of distraction. Just rest. And now we recite the dedication of merit. Through this virtue, may I quickly attain the state of noble Tara. May I bring each and every being without exception to that state. May all beings be healthy, free from suffering and its causes, and may they awaken to their true nature. Aho. Okay, now we're going to move into our journey with green Tara. So get comfortable. You can sit back in your chair, or if you want to lay down for this part. So now you are yourself. And journeys with Tara are a great way to receive specific insight into a certain level of Tara's wisdom or into something that you are working with. So just close your eyes and keep them closed as much as possible until the end of the process. And then in yoga, we call this the sankalpa. Allow to rise up from your heart, the motivation for this practice, the benefit for yourself and all beings. This is called raising bodhicitta. And call on green Tara by sounding her seed syllable tam once. Tam. And have her appear before you and slightly above you again, radiant green light. Just notice the details of Tara, her size, her character, her symbol on the Utpala flower, the wheel of Dharma. And then I'd like you to look into her eyes. And now, inside your mind's eye, just notice the environment around Tara. So your eyes are closed, you're deep in meditation. What kind of place is she in? What's the feeling in the environment? Is she in a place you've been? Can you see if there's a time period? Do you notice any smells or sounds? Is she on this earth or in another dimension? If it is another dimension or the etheric realm, just notice the details. And now, allow Tara to take you on a journey to a special healing place. And you follow her, walking behind her. Notice what the path is like and how it changes as you proceed. Do you notice any smells or sounds? Perhaps you're traveling through a wetlands or the Pure Lands. What is the feeling in the environment? Just follow her, allow her to lead you. And when you arrive at the special place Tara's taking you, just notice where it is. What are the qualities of the place that surround you? What time of day is it? What is the temperature? How does it feel? How does it smell? Does it remind you of anywhere you've been before, or is it new? And then listen to Tara as she explains why she has brought you here and why this place is important to you. And now, in this special place, you can ask Tara any questions you have concerning the dynamic that you would like to work with, your Sankapa, your heart's desire. Maybe it's what you experienced around embodying Green Tara's energy, enlightened activity in your life. Or maybe it's something that is taking your focus and energy that you need assistance with. And once you've asked the question, I'd like you to switch places and take the seat of Tara. Take a moment to settle into Tara's body and notice how it feels to be in Tara's body. And now, how does your normal self look from Tara's point of view? See yourself as she sees you. And after settling into Tara's body, answer the question speaking as Tara. You can continue to dialogue with Tara in this way, asking as many questions as you would like. When you're finished with each question, return to your original position and take a moment to feel the help and protection that Tara has offered you. And then ask another question. And then step back into Tara's body, noticing how that feels and how Tara perceives you. And allow her to answer your question. And I'm going to give you a few minutes to dialogue with Tara this way and to fully embrace where you are, where you've journeyed to. Tara there as your guide and protector. And feel the help and protection that Tara is offering you. Embodying the divine feminine. And complete that last cycle of communication, coming fully into your body and feeling Tara's love. And now Tara turns away, and when she turns back, she's holding a gift for you. Tara gives you the gift. Hold it and notice the details of the gift as Tara explains its meaning. And when you're ready, allow the gift to go into your heart. Then the gift with all its potency dissolves into your heart. And just notice the feeling of the gift inside you. Now see Tara in front of you and look into her eyes again. Feel her energy pouring into your body. And as you feel the energy of Tara entering you, it spreads all the way down to the soles of your feet, to your fingertips, and throughout your whole body, embodying the divine feminine. And now image Tara dissolving into the light. Notice the color of this light and feel the light dissolving into you, integrating that luminosity into every cell of your body. And just take note of the feeling of the integrated energy of Tara in your body. And now you, with the integrated energy of Tara, also dissolve into luminous light, space, and again rest in awareness. Rest, just rest. Now gradually bring all your awareness back into your body and recall the feeling of Tara's energy in your body. And now, as you open your eyes, maintaining the feeling of Tara's energy in your body, see the world through the eyes of Tara. And may the accumulation of positive energy that you've generated through this transformation be to the benefit of all beings everywhere. As you go about the rest of your day, imagine that you are Tara, and that everyone you meet is a manifestation of your mandala. So as you eat, you are feeding Tara. As you dress, you're addressing her. Image that the world is transformed into a luminous dimension like the turquoise Pure Land. This is known as pure perception. It's said to be how things really exist, luminous and vibrating, that particle and wave I was speaking of earlier. Multidimensional rainbow light. And as we close today, I encourage you to take some time after our meeting to journal some of the insights you have gained from this Tara practice and journey with Tara. Do whatever feels right to you, deepening the practice we've shared together. Thanks, everyone. May this Tara practice be complete, and so it is.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Rachel. That was deep. I'm coming back slowly. Slowly, slowly.
Yes, this journey. I mean, I encourage people to, if you'd like, when we close, you can go back into Journey with Tara because sometimes the journey can be quite long. And if someone's listening to the playback of this, feel free to pause it um, at that point so you can journey with her as long as you like.
Good
Be
idea.
back when you're
Absolutely.
ready. Yeah,
And this
of the
recording is
framework.
available, so you can return to it anytime.
Yeah, this is my daily practice. This is my daily Tara practice. So I journey with her every day and then dress her and feed her and look
How
at the
powerful.
world through Tara's
Yeah.
eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our imagination, our visualizations are so powerful, more than we can really realize, and it has ripple effects in our physical life.
Yeah, I can tell you a story of when I first met Green Tara.
Sure.
I had I had some monks visiting me, some Tibetan monks, and they were doing a healing with Blue Buddha, and he said, image Blue Buddha. So I did. And he was explaining that imaging it calls that entity forward. And so I had the image, and as soon as I was able to really quiet my mind and fix on the image, Blue Buddha appeared, and of course was more vivid than my imaging. And so we did a Tara activation. That's not what they call it, but we had an event where I got to pick a topic, and I was like, Tara, green Tara. Um, so again, the Rinpoche had us envision green Tara, and I had opened the window because I knew that Tara was the wind, and she literally blew in the window, and all of a sudden she was floating in the room. And same thing. It was as I had imaged her, but then when she came in, it was so her presence was so strong, and and the colors and the movement of the energy was so much stronger because she was, her gathered self was in the room, and she was very big. I remember her being very large, like oh wow, yeah. So
How beautiful.
yeah, thank you. Anyway, she to me is a great ally in the manifestation of the divine feminine within ourselves. I find from journeying and practicing with Green Tara, I've become very aware of the parts of me, my divine self, and my divine feminine um, in the continuum as well.
Beautiful.
So I hope that everyone
Thank you very
is
much.
able to access that. You're
Yeah.
very welcome. My pleasure.
And maybe in the future we can tap into different goddesses, as this divine feminine expands and we embrace it and embody it even more. Um, that's really why I started learning in my youth. I learned Indian dancing, and that's what I loved about it so much, is that you embody the gods and goddesses and share the stories to uplift the consciousness and awareness of the audience. So I feel like dancing and expression and creativity is
Yeah.
all a feminine aspect of creation and
Yeah, and when you bring the divinity in, it yeah, it's so exponential.
mhm,
Yeah,
and a being into practice. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Because, yeah, when you're creating, you're in that zone, that space of being. And that's very
Hmm.
powerful
Absolutely.
and balancing. Yes. Well, thank you so much, Rachel, from the bottom of our hearts. And this will
Happy to hear.
this work will continue to ripple out as people listen to the recording afterwards as well. And it is as potent whenever you listen to it as it was in this moment. So
Absolutely.
know
Thank
that for yourself and claim that experience. Thank you. So I'm gonna, oh, let me see. I am going to I am going to reclaim my host. Uh, Okay, figuring this out. I usually just click a button and reclaim my hosting status so I can share my screen. Nope, can't find it. Let me see. Let me see. Hmm. Okay. Rachel, can you return the host to me? Or, oh, maybe here it is. Here we go. Oh, technology and reclaim host. I found it. Haha. All right. So in closing, thank you everyone for joining us today for these several hours. It is a ceremony in itself, and stay tuned for upcoming events. If you are interested to work with any of us, myself, I am a life and business coach. Rachel does sessions as well, and Morningstar too. So just reach out to us if you'd like a private session. We can give you some discounts as well for your first one. And I'm posting my events on Eventbrite, and you can join and hop on the Zoom call. I'm going to get better at marketing, so more people will be joining us monthly. And I've been posting these live on Facebook too, which is exciting. So we can grow our soul tribe and bring in the soul family so we can support each other energetically and in person. In person, as in like cheer each other on with our projects. And so there will be workshops and master classes and retreats. Rachel and I will be hosting a retreat in Mount Shasta this September, the first weekend of September. It's extremely exciting. The energy in Mount Shasta is very potent and powerful. So if you're interested in that, please let us know. And yes, stay tuned, and we'll keep you posted. So I think that's it. So my company, I'm calling it Kai Light Creations. I am Kai. Thank you so very much for joining us. And yes, have a beautiful day. And until next time, so much love from all of us to you. Okay. And we are done. It is done. We are complete. And thank you, guardian deities and guardian spirits and our ancestors and everyone who were here in support of this time together. Thank you. Bye.